Hello, my name's Kenny Kent, and this is the Opposition View. Well, what a game last week at Man United, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Man United. I mean, from a neutral point of view, that's always been like one of the glamorous fixtures, going all the way back to the 60s. In terms of games, involving Greaves versus Best, Hoddle versus Brian Robson, and now you've got the modern version. And I must say, Spurs last season won all 4 games against Man United, including the Europa League final win Bilbao. But I thought Man United this time, I thought they came out really well, played really. First half, passed the ball about, got in your faces, and they deserved lead through Burmo. But in the second half, one of the things that really impressed me, and it's hard to say that as an Arsenal fan, but it really, really, really impressed me, was the teamwork. In terms of the togetherness of all the team, and most importantly, what I liked as well was the substitutions. The substitutions really, really, really made a difference. I mean, Tell coming on. I know Tell gets a bit of an hard time for you fans, and so does Odegaard, but Tell getting that equaliser, albeit with 5 minutes to go, and it created a grandstand finish. And then, before you knew it, injury time, Spurs should have won it, should have seen it out. Brilliant, shot for Odegaard. Richarlison's claiming it. And then you just thought, if you're a Spurs fan, you'd be saying, come on, let's see this out, let's get a victory, let's get another home win, and then De Ligt gets a goal in the last kick of the game. And on the balance of play, I think the draw was fair enough. Man United might feel that they probably should have won the game, but you know what you do in football, you need to see it out. But now it's the international break, but next week it's the North London derby. Now, for me, it's the biggest game ever. I'm going to do a video next week for you, but it's the biggest game ever in the calendar for an Arsenal fan, and I'm sure the same for a Tottenham fan. But when you think about the form going in, Spurs are unbeaten away from home. Arsenal, obviously, top of the table, top of the Champions League table. But, I don't know. I might change my mind next week when I do my video, but I do sense that it's not going to be a pretty game to watch. I think both teams are very organised. Spurs under Thomas Frank are extremely well organised. I think the key players have to play well next week. But let's talk about it next week. Speak to you guys soon.